Hello, good morning to all the students. Today we perform the practical on study and measurement of thread parameters using a tool maker microscope. So, the apparatus which is required for this practical is tool maker microscope and threading job. The theory behind this practical is tool maker microscope is a versatile measuring instrument which is used to measure small and dedicated parts by optical means without the application of the pressure. It is designed for measurement of complex forms, that is the profile of the thread, templates, gauges, etc. A variety of linear measurement is carried out with this tool maker microscope. It is measure the angular angle measurement and it can measure up to the 1 micrometer and 1 minute. The principle of tool maker microscope is a ray of light from a light source is reflected by the mirror through 90 degree. It then passes through the transparent glass plate. The shadow of the image is counted on the workpiece and passes through the optical head and it is projected by the 3 prism to a ground glass screen. The observations are made through the eye screen. The screen can be rotated through 360 degree. The angle of the rotation is read through an auxiliary eyepiece. So this is a formulation of the image in which the eye sources is reflected on these plate. The eye sources is reflected on these plate. These eye sources can be again reflected to this error, again these, and these can be reflected with the mirror, and through mirror it can be reflected to the light sources. So these diagrams can be obtained in this way, or you can go this in reverse. This is a mirror on which the light source is taken. With this mirror, this goes to up and down, and in this way this is a formulation of the image. All the students are understand this diagram because this diagram is very important with the practical point of view. The main component of the tool maker microscope is rotating table, measuring stage, movable head, ocular, projection screen, micrometer, objective lens and prism. So this is a basic diagrams which is related to the tool maker microscope. It consists of the various parts, that is clamping screw, supporting column, micrometer screw, table, micrometer screw with lateral table, optical heads. The micrometer, it is consists of the rigid stand. It measure a various guideline perpendicular to each other. Its measuring range of the micrometer is 25 millimeter. The rotating table is provided over the stage on which the workpiece can be fixed. This table can be rotated through 360 degree and the angular rotation can be read by the fixed vernier. So the working of these tool maker microscope. The component being measured, it is illustrated to the light method. The parallel beam of the light is illustrated lower side of the workpiece, which is then received by an objective lens and it is reflected to the prism in the direction of measuring ocular position. So this is a diagram which shows the length, that is the distance between the two tooth, that is the pitch, the thickness that is related to the T, and angle that is given as a alpha, that is a pitch teeth angle. This is a diagram of hacksaw blade tooth. This is a diagram which is related to the hacksaw blade tooth. The pitch measurement can be formed on the microscope. Make cross the microscope coincident with the one edge blade. Take the reading on the glass screen, and with respect to this movement, the next reading can be find out. The teeth angle can be changed with the help of the blade position. The flank angle is also measured with the help of this angular blade. The application, it is used to determine the relative positions, measurements of the angle, comparisons of the measurement. The result that is obtained with respect to the various parameter, that is external angle is related. You have to write down the external angle of the hexa blade, the internal angle which is related to the hexa blade, the pitch of the thread which is related to the hexablade, and threads, that is R2 minus R1. The first you have to note down the accurate angle, and after that you have to note down the reading with respect to the tool maker microscope. Some precautions you have to taken with respect to the practical, that is the clear picture of the line can be shown and angular measurement remain parallel to the flank edge of the tooth. So thank you for this practical. Now one last practical is balance, that is a practical which is based on the design of limit gauges. So next class we are conducting or study the practical of design of limit gauges.